Welcome to my review of the Phaze A.I. Besides looking and rolling amazing, this ball smells great. Phaze A.I uses the low RG high diff velocity core and features amplified inertia technology. TX 16 pearl reactive cover is aimed at making this a truly pearl version of the Phaze 2. We caught a pretty fresh pair of lanes for this video. I decided to take my first swing at essentially a complete game review, and I'll talk a bit about how I think the Phaze A.I stacks up against previous Phaze releases. First shot, I sort of just flipped the ball out into the general track area to get an idea of whether there was any oil on the lane. At this speed, if the oil's not there, the ball is going way left. My only editing for this game is to speed up the camera between shots and save that time. I'm not shooting spares, just full racks to give you as many looks at shot attempts with a full rack as I can. I try putting normal hand in and easing my speed up to normal. This is pretty typical of how I warm up. I felt like this one was pretty good speed and release-wise, so I definitely needed to move left. I throw one up the oil line to gauge what my hold looks like after seeing plenty of outside hook. Then I'll gradually open up the angle. Definitely liking what I am seeing so far, as the Phaze A.I seems to ride the hold well and still create enough angle through the pins. When it sees friction, it definitely goes, but it doesn't seem to lock up and get forward right away. Another good sign, and usually my biggest worry when throwing pearls here. Let's see how it responds to playing the friction more. So far, every angle has looked good. This is about where I would normally play. I don't feel like I have to be anywhere near perfect as long as the ball comes off my hand right. Good release, good result. At this point, I'm curious if I can throw it so bad it won't still look good. And the answer is why yes, but a great first game out. I throw each of the comparison balls in the same 3 down lane zones as the AI to show the differences in reaction. The Phaze 2 has very similar hook, but is, as expected, a bit earlier and smoother. The Exponent Pearl also has a similar amount of hook, but noticeably different shape. It gets forward much faster, and when it needs to create the shape in a smaller window, it doesn't show the same continuation as the Phaze A.I. With Amarr's much higher speed, he had to give it a bit more hand to play where he likes. He definitely saw some AI carry. His Phaze 2, with its stronger layout, will read the lane without as much help from his hand. The Exponent Pearl, with the same layout, really makes that strong move. With his ball speed, it creates the sharpest angle. So for me, every Phaze release has been chasing making a sharper Phaze 2. Like many people, I tend to leave the original Phaze out of the discussion. It was a love it or hate it ball, and I wasn't in the love it camp. The Phaze 3 was a bit too round for me, so it felt lazy where I wanted it to be strong. Phase 4 was the opposite, where it wanted to get forward too fast. It created plenty of angle, just too soon to match my ball speed. Phase 5 was the closest for me, though it still felt just a bit too round off the spot. It moved the spot down lane compared to the 2, but didn't quite make it up the right way. Now where do I think the Phaze A.I goes? Right where they wanted. It's just a little cleaner and absolutely makes up the ground down lane. So far, it has looked like the perfect ball to transition into off of the Phase 2.